Morning guys, I'm the Tech Prepper. Hope you're all doing well. I'm not sure if this video is going to make it to YouTube, but I'm doing a little field experiment. I went on a trail run today, or I'm on a trail run, hoping to bag about 10 kilometers or 6 miles. And we've had quite a bit of inclement weather in the form of monsoons. So I want to test a tarp shelter I built about a year ago with a heavy mill trash bag. And I want to see if I can make it work with a single trekking pole. And to test myself, it was already guyed out with the intent of using 2 trekking poles. So I want to see if I can make it work cold out here. And the plan is to hit that peak over there, Ruin Ridge, but not take the 4x4 trail. I've shot a quick bearing at 40 degrees northeast. So I'm going to bushwhack on top of it and basically just try to work on my compass and map skills a bit. It'll be really difficult to get lost, honestly, but so here's the wash I need to kind of go up through. But really the point here is just to test myself, not more than 3 or 4 miles from the house. I'm about 2¼ miles into my jog already, and keeping it nice and slow around 12 minute per hour pace. And yeah, that's the plan. So we'll see how this improvised tarp shelter works. And I'm going to need both hands to get up this this wash here, but I'll keep you guys posted. And like I said, I don't know if this video is going to make it, but what the heck, I'd figure I'd film the adventure anyhow. And maybe I'll try the radio, the HT. You know what, guys, while I don't recommend this for everyone, I think it's fun to actually come out here and test yourself like this every once in a while, just to test your fitness level, keep your navigation skills up to date. And I'm actually going with a lot lighter configuration, my normal trail pack setup, so I don't have very much in terms of a heavy backpack. It's just a chest rig, a small flat pack with the small trash bag tarp, a couple liters of water. I've got more on the hydration belt as well. Snacks, medical, things of that nature, but the weight isn't even a consideration. And like I said, this exercise is really more about just getting out here on Saturday and experimenting with some new stuff in the slightly different configuration. And holy heck. All right, so that guy just happened. I got a Cholla in my leg talking to the camera, but this is why I always bring with me a multi-tool. So we got the multi-tool, and we're gonna yank this guy out. There we go. All right, guys, I'm gonna focus on the trail. I don't have any gaiters on, but yeah, who knows? Maybe this video will make it. Let me know if you like these. I know that my audience has recently turned into ham radio operators because my latest prepper focus is emergency communications. And when I do something, I like to do it all the way. And I'm borderline obsessed. But like I said, for me, I like to do training all around and practice with my gear and keep myself in shape and all the skills top notch. So if you're in the Sonoran Desert, I got to tell you, investing in a good pair of multi-tools is absolutely critical out here. That guy's going to sting and leave a welt. Well, guys, I'm not quite at the base yet. We've only gone about, or I've only gone about 0.7 miles, but I can see that I have already kind of hit the 4x4 trail that I would normally go on to come around to hit this peak. And quite honestly, I have just saved myself about 1.3 miles doing this. I'm also fairly high up here, so I'm going to see if I can actually get on 2-meter simplex and see if I can raise somebody. Let's go ahead and try this out. M7 END, this is KT1 RUN. All right, well, that was a bust. I think, you know what? Let's try a repeater real quickly. Hold on a second, guys. Oh. Low 69. That's Noah. Let me just monitor the repeater real quick to make sure it's not in use. This is KT1 RUN in the Tonto National Forest. Can anybody copy? KJ7, go ahead with your call one more time. Sorry, I had the HT back in my radio pouch and couldn't copy the call sign.
Kilo Juliet 7, Bravo Juliet Zulu.
Yep, roger, roger. How's my signal going through the repeater? You're coming in at about 5.9 and have communication grade communication.
Almost full quieting. I am using the repeater system. I'm getting it off the Mingus Mountain repeater up here in Cottonwood. That's where I live. My name is Tom, Tango Ocean Mike. And I've enjoyed your videos. And when I heard you out there, I just had to give you a shout.
I appreciate that, Tom. Actually, I'm recording right now with the GoPro. Would you mind if I go ahead and release this clip? I wasn't sure I was going to actually release the video, but it's turning out to be quite an adventure today. So let me know if you're great with me releasing it. And good to have another viewer. I rarely get to talk to you guys on the HT or on HF these days. Back to you.
That is perfectly fine with me. If you want to put me in a clip, I guess I can get my internet fame for a couple seconds here. But like I said, I have enjoyed your videos, and you're very practical and very methodical, and I appreciate that. So I'll let you get on to whoever else you're wanting to talk to there, but appreciated talking to you. So KT1 RUN Kilo Juliet 7 Bravo Juliet Zulu in Cottonwood, Arizona. We're clear on your final.
Yeah, 73 KT1 RUN clear in New River, Arizona. Well, that was fun, guys. I guess we'll make this a video. And that was the first viewer I actually have that I've talked to on the HT outside of my normal soda guys. And yeah, we're still making progress. We're almost to the base here, so I'm gonna drop down and reconnect with the trail over there. And we'll give this tarp shelter thing a try and do the last 2 miles trek back home. All right, guys. See you down the hill. All right, guys, so that was a lot of fun. The peak is just right behind me. Like I said, I shaved off almost 1.25 miles by the time I got here, and I can still see that 4x4 trail over there. The ground here is incredibly rocky. That's the other problem I have out here in the Sonoran Desert. So let's see how well I can actually get this set up and how quickly. Hope the storm doesn't come, but if it does, it'll make for a great video, and we can see if the single trekking pole tarp shelter works. Again, I'm not terribly optimistic since it's just a standard heavy mill trash bag. So all I have is one of my trekking poles. The pack just has a 2-liter water bladder, some snacks, and we're gonna see if we can go ahead and use this guy that I designed last year for 2 trekking poles, and we'll see how it works. Now, one thing I do like doing is pre-guying out all of my tarp shelters. This one actually even has grommets. I did a video on this one, but it wasn't too popular. The channel was first starting out. And it has some grommets in the back. All right, guys, I don't know if you can still see me, but I'm going to do the taut line hitch on this side so that I can at least adjust the length here if needed. And this rock is tough. And let's see if this... All right, guys, so as you can see, this is not going to work, so we'll call this one a failed experiment. It's just not large enough for me to get under. Having the taut line hitches in advance would have been good, but I think it's not even the problem that it's a single tent pole. I think the bigger problem is I just don't have a large enough surface area. The one thing I can do in the future though is these bags are always great as an insulation option if you don't have a sleeping bag or a bivvy, for example. They even make great improvised water ponchos. We used to do that when we were doing races early in the morning and wanted to be able to throw that waterproofing garment away rather than having to toss a jacket or check it in. All right, guys, I'm the Tech Prepper. Be strong, be safe, and be prepared. All right, guys, I know I already signed off, but for those of you who stick with the channel, you know that I have a really bad case of ADD when it comes to keeping focused. Reason why I decided to add a bit more footage is that a couple lessons learned here. So, number one, don't assume that your gear is in a certain state unless you checked it before you left. I thought that all my guy lines always had a taut line hitch so that I could adjust the length of the line, and that wasn't the case. And I was finally able to tie one of the ends in the taut line hitch, but that was only after I kind of let go of the other things my hands were doing. So lesson number one. Lesson number two, it is inclement weather. It actually just was a light sprinkle, but if it was a storm like we had last night, I would have absolutely turned that trash bag into an improvised poncho, and I would have been fine going the last couple miles home. Probably wouldn't be jogging it like I am right now. The tarp shelter idea with a pole, I really like that idea, with one trekking pole, but I think I'm gonna go larger footprint, probably square, and maybe even research some other potential tarp designs where you only have one point and 3 or more guy lines. So that's really it, guys. The other thing, actually no, that's not it. The other thing that was kind of cool was being able to test comms on 2 meter, even though it happened to be a repeater, and it was kind of fun to talk to a viewer. So I love to train. If you just look at today, it was all about physical prepping in terms of my stamina, some skills in terms of navigation, basically land navigation, and kind of improvising gear in the field. So if you guys can, if you're able to, and able to do it safely, I encourage everybody to get out and practice with their gear. You learn so much by doing, and I'm not an expert in anything. The reason why I do this channel is I want everybody to know that I'm learning with the rest of you, and I'll ask the dumb questions that nobody wants to ask, and that's just who I am, and I think that's how we learn. All right, unless something crazy comes up, this is the last time I'm signing off. I'm the Tech Prepper. Be strong, be safe, and be prepared.